Today I've come to the world's most famous department store, Harrods in Knightsbridge. And the reason why I've come here is to try its afternoon tea. I'm going into a restaurant that was built in 1911. It is meant to be super grand, super luxurious, and one of the best afternoon teas in the world. So let's go inside and check it out. So here I am inside the Georgian restaurant in Harrods, and it's pretty quiet. The cameraman just pans around a little bit. If you turn the camera around, you can see there's not many people in here. And this is a Friday lunchtime, so clearly not very busy. Okay, you can come back to me now. Come back to me now. So anyway, it's a set menu for the afternoon tea, which is great, and I've got an absolute steal on this. So here's the menu, quite posh, big leather-bound affair, lots of different pieces inside of it, and I've got the history of the afternoon tea at Harrods in here, so don't bother looking at that. And then we've got the menu. Now, the price of this is meant to be £82 per person. That's the set price at the moment. But if you're looking to come here, as you can see, it's not particularly busy. So it's not like it is at the Ritz where you have to book it months in advance and it's quite difficult to get into. So if you go online, you will definitely be able to find a better deal than this. I went on and found a deal with buyagift.com, which just one of the online sort of discounting firms. And I got afternoon tea for two people, me and the cameraman, for £112. So that's basically £56 each, compared with £82 if I'd have just walked in to pay it. So we've saved £26 each, £52. That's basically an absolute steal. So if you're coming here, definitely do not just pay £82 or whatever the set price is. Go online, get yourself a deal. I booked it yesterday. They sent me the voucher straight away. I then booked it 5 seconds later, so it didn't take me any time at all, and I've saved myself a bunch of cash. I'm already feeling pretty good about this afternoon tea before it's even started. So it's a set menu, so let's have a look at the food when it comes. But basically, I'll run you through the menu quickly. It says crispy aromatic duck and hoisin, quite nice. Brown butter crumpet, I like the sound of that. Cucumber sandwich, absolute classic with afternoon tea, always want that. Faroe Island salmon sandwich, salmon's always a good one. Cheese and pickle, which is a winner for me all day long. So that's the savoury sandwiches. We've then got scones and jam, or scones and jam, whichever way you want to say it. I say scone, because the Queen used to say scone. Don't know what the King says, probably says scone. So I'm looking forward to them. They are always a winner. And then we've got the selection of small cakes, which I'm hoping are going to be brilliant. Now, one of the things we had at the Ritz was that they refilled all of your food. So we refilled everything and then we took it all home in a doggy bag. So let's see whether or not we can do that at Harrods. So let's see what the food's like when it comes. Now, one thing that I do want to go through is the tea menu, because they have got absolutely tons of tea on here. In fact, they've got 27 different types of tea. So we've got traditional black teas, we've also got green teas, and lots of different flavoured teas, herbal teas, chamomile, lemongrass, and then Harrods anniversary tea. I think I'm going to try a bit of green tea today, so I'm going to go for, let's have a look at the green teas. They've got quite a few. Single origin green tea, that seems like for me. And the cameraman's going to get something different, so we'll have a look at what the teas are like. And also, the guy said that we could have some hot chocolate or coffee if we wanted to, so might even try that a bit later. So let's see what it's like when it all arrives. One thing that I've just noticed on the tea menu here is that they've got a tea, Hawaiian Black. If you order that, there's a £50 supplement. Wowzer. That's basically almost the same price as what we paid for the entire afternoon tea just for some tea, which obviously I will not be ordering that. So the first round of afternoon tea has been served. Here it is, and it looks really impressive, really quite amazing. So not like your usual afternoon tea where it'll come on a silver platter. This has come on a lovely plate, and then we've got these two amazing things here. So let's have a look at what we've got. So to start off with, we've got this cucumber salad sandwich, which is on white bread, which has got little pieces of mint all across it. We've then got a brown bread, and it really is quite a dark brown bread. It's like a rye bread with salmon and horseradish sauce in here. And then to finish off on the sandwiches, we've got cheese and pickle. Looks pretty impressive. Now, if we have a look at this, this is a hoisin duck in a leaf wrap. Really quite a work of art. Amazing. Come on a little plinth. And then we've got this brown crumpet, which isn't like any of the crumpets I've ever seen before. So really very impressive in terms of the presentation. Looks absolutely incredible. And the tea is now being served as well. It's now time for the taste test. So let's start off with this really interesting cucumber sandwich. These little dollops of mint on here looks quite intriguing. Never seen anything like that before in a sandwich. That is a next level cucumber sandwich. Cucumber's really nice and thin and light, but these little dollops of mint just really lift it. Gives you that powerful mint flavour, but sort of light and zesty. Really delicious. And it's quite a big sandwich as well. Quite a good bit of eating in that. I'll just put that down for a second. Now let's have a look at this salmon sandwich. Now this is really quite unusual because firstly we've got this very dark bread, got a lot of salmon in there, and then it's got some horseradish to it. It's quite unusual because normally horseradish comes with beef rather than salmon, but I'm up for it. Let's see what it's like. Surprisingly good actually. The horseradish gives you that sort of slightly spicy kick, which complements well against the sort of the fishiness of the salmon. The bread, quite unusual as well, but really tasty. So, and again, quite a big sandwich. Impressed with both of those. Now, cheese and pickle, I think, is probably my favourite of all these type of sandwiches. This is on a sort of brown wholemeal type bread. Let's see what it's like, the pickle. So the cheese is a bit soft. It's more like a cheese paste rather than actual thick pieces of cheese. Pickle's nice. Bread's a bit soft. It's okay. I've had better. I prefer my cheese to be thick and chewy rather than pasty, but it's all right. Right, let's have a look at one of these things. Now, this, I mean, hoisin duck is one of my favourites anyway. I think I'm going to have to maybe just do this. Maybe I can bite it. It's really delicate and soft. You can see there's a ton of duck in the bottom of it. That's really nice. Tastes just like the sort of hoisin duck that you would get from a Chinese restaurant, but really fresh, and the leaf on the outside so soft, really just disappears, just melts in your mouth. But got a good amount of spring onions in there, really tasty. That's delicious. Not had anything like that before at an afternoon tea. Sort of obviously slightly oriental, not just sandwiches. Really good. Now let's try this brown crumpet. Now this has got edible gold leaf on the top, and it's also got some eggs on here. Let's just see what this is like. That's different, tasty. Not sure what the gold leaf's meant to taste like. Don't know what gold tastes like, but it doesn't really taste of anything. But that's quite nice. Cream cheese with a bit of egg roe, and just basically a soft crumpet bottom. So overall, pretty impressed with the food out. Let's have a bit of my green tea to wash that down. This isn't the £50 supplement tea, you'll be glad to know. Yeah, it's good. I quite like it in here. Pianist's on, he's playing some nice music. Got some amazing sandwiches. Got a nice bit of tea, so I'm going to finish this up. I'll see you when the next course comes. Okay, so I didn't even need to ask for a refill. Our waiter, who's fantastic. The service here is impeccable, really good, and puts you at ease as well, not too posh. I have to say, when we went to the Ritz, it was a bit more formal. Here, a little bit more relaxed, a bit more sort of, it's your day, enjoy yourself. But the guy came over and said, would you like a refill on the sandwiches? Now, so he's just brought this straight away, so I didn't even have to ask for it. Now, you don't get the two fancy ones, the duck and the brown crumpet. They can't reproduce those, but I've got 3 more sandwiches, so pretty good, I have to say. So getting my money's worth. So this is one of the tips if you're coming here, is to make sure that you go for the refills. Now, I'm not going to take these sandwiches home, but we will go for refills on the later versions, and we'll see whether or not we can get a doggy bag to take them back. Anyway, I'm going to crack on with another one of these cucumber sandwiches. Cheers. It's now time for the scones, and interestingly we've got a jam bar. So these jams are made in-house at Harrods. We've got 4 different types. We've got strawberry and raspberry on the left, orange and mandarin just next to it, then got cherry and then blackberries. So guess what? I decided to ask for all of them. So let's see what they taste like. The scones have now arrived and they've come in this rather exciting box. So it's a bit of a surprise. So let's open the box and see what's in it. It's a really posh box actually. So we've got 2 different types. We've got a fruit scone and a standard scone, and these look pretty awesome. They are massive. Really nice glaze to the top of them. So far, pretty impressed. Let's see what they taste like. Right, let's get cracking on this fruit scone. Quite impressed with it. It's quite light, even though it's big. It's very light. So, cuts well. Right, I've got my special jams. Let's go with the cherry jam, made here on site in Harrods. So I'm going to put the jam on first for this one. And then I'm going to put a bit of the special clotted cream, which comes with its own tiny little weenie knife. Very nicely presented. I have to say it's quite impressive in here, as well as being pretty relaxed, which is good. This cream looks like it's going to be hard to spread. It's really hard to spread. It's quite hard. Wow, that cherry jam is really powerful, really strong flavour. The scone's a bit soft, a bit crumbly. I like my scone a bit more substantial, so that it's sort of a bit thicker. This is almost like a bit of a bread roll inside. It's very soft, so it's hard to actually get the cream to come off. I'm going to put the cream on first for this round, just because it was quite difficult to do the cream now. Put it on this side. Yeah, I think the cream first is probably an easier option, but this cream's quite hard to spread. Let's try the special black currant jam. It's black berries. These jams are awesome, really nice, really tasty, really fruity, but it's just delicious actually. Cream's cream. Can't really, it's hard to spread that actually, so that'd be my one negative bit of feedback, is it's quite difficult to spread that. And these scones are quite soft compared to most scones, but overall the taste is absolutely delicious. Now I'm just going to grab these I've got all 4 jams. So this is the orange, and it's infused with some Earl Grey tea. So orange and mandarin with Earl Grey tea. Let's just pop a bit of that on there. Ooh. Probably should have put the cream on first, because the cream's quite tricky to spread, but let's just whack it on. That's okay, it'll work. It's quite marmalade-y. Nice, but not what I'd classify as something I'd have on an afternoon tea. Marmalade, no. Anyway, tried it because they made it. Let's try this one, which is strawberry and raspberry jam. Don't think I've ever had strawberry and raspberry combination before. It's usually one or the other, but because it's Harrods, they're using both. So let's see if I can find a bit of my scone that isn't collapsed. There we go. Put it on this bit here. Get a bit of this cream with the tiny little knife that says Arthur Price on it. I'm not sure who Arthur Price is. Okay. It's really difficult to spread this cream on this. These scones are too soft. These jams are amazing. So I don't know whether they sell these jams in Harrods, but if they do, I might have a look later, because they are really tasty. Jam's really good. Cream's all right. Scone's too soft. That's the problem. But I'm still going to eat them all. I've got another one in the box here, so I'm going to crack on with these. I'll see you again in a moment. The desserts have now arrived, and as you can see, they are amazing. So if we just have a little zoom in on this, because this is literally a work of art. You want to zoom in on that a little bit, cameraman? So we've got 3 different things here. So this is a Biscoff base with caramel and milk chocolate on it. This is an orange compote, so it's made in the shape of an orange. And then we've got black sesame base with coconut chantilly cream and raspberry. So that looks incredible. And then there's a theme of horses because it's Chinese New Year with the horses when we're here. So this is a sherry chantilly something or other. Didn't quite catch it because the guy's French and it's quite hard to understand what he's saying, but it just looks amazing. So I'm going to dive in and try some of these. So I'm just going to take it off the plate rather than having it on my own plate. So I'll start off with this caramel with the chocolate top. So it's got like a chocolate topping. I'm going to have to try and, I might use my knife just to try and cut through it nicely. Oh, no, it didn't work. It's very, very tricky to break it, but okay, let's just see what it tastes like because it looks amazing. Oh, really nice. Biscuit at the bottom, really quite Biscoffy, quite strong flavour, very tasty, like caramelly. And then we've got soft cream on the middle, and then a sort of caramel chocolate topping. Really delicious, really indulgent. So on its own, that would probably be quite filling. But I've got all these other things to get through, so I better move on. Let's have a look at this orange compote. Oh, and that's nice. Wow. So it's got a middle bit of orange, and it's got a sort of nice cheesecakey type thing around it, and then a crispy outer shell. It's a very delicate flavour actually. So I was expecting it to be very orangey. It isn't. It's quite light. It tastes like a sort of very soft, smooth cheesecake with a sort of slight orange tang to it. This one I think I'll pick up because it's got a sesame base, so it's more like a biscuit. Let's have a bite of this. That's unusual. The sesame base is almost tastes charcoaly, sort of like a burnt flavour. And then the bits on top are really, really tasty. Quite unusual, that one. Not sure whether I like that as much. Certainly like those two. That one, it's an acquired taste. Okay, let's have a look at this. Wow, that's really heavy. So it looks like it's going to be really light. It's actually really heavy. So I don't know what is in this. This is a choux pastry, and this has got a sort of hard shell on it. Maybe it's a bit like this. And then I presume that's all edible. That's chocolate on the top. It's not an actual cherry. Excuse me. Choking on the sesame from that one. So it's not an actual cherry. It's created to look like a cherry. I think we're just going to have to bite it. Oh. Whoops. Okay. Now we can see what's in it. So this section's similar to that, but it's got chocolate in the middle, and it's like a cherry flavour. Choux pastry at the bottom, filled with some chocolate and cherry, and then I didn't even get to bite the cherry on the top, but let's just eat that. Oh, it's really soft. I was expecting it to be like a cherry. It's not. It tastes like a cherry, but it's very, very soft. So overall, I have to say, these desserts are fantastic. These are, I mean, I'm not sure how much these would cost individually, but I would guess if you're eating these at Harrods, they're going to come in, close to £10 each for these. So in itself, this is probably worth the entrance fee just for these desserts. They're all incredibly made. They look great. They taste good. This one I'm not as impressed with, but the other ones are incredible. So I'm going to crack on and eat these. I'll see you at the end for the wrap up. So here I am at the end of the meal, and you might be wondering why I've got a full set of desserts in front of me. Well, similar to other afternoon teas that I've been to, there's a refill option here. They don't tell you about it. Well, the waiter actually has suggested it every time, so that's pretty good. And what I would suggest if you come, it's a bit bold, so you need to be a bit brave, but ask for the refill, and then you can put it in a doggy bag and take it home and give it to your friends, your family, your kids, your dog, whatever you want. Don't give it to your dog, it's chocolate. But so that's why I've got a full set of desserts in front of me, and I've also got a replacement set of scones, which are in a box, which is actually taken away to put some jam and cream into for me. So I basically got most of an afternoon tea that I'm taking home. So it makes it really good value for money. So that's my tip for anybody that's coming here. Definitely ask for more, and then ask them to doggy bag it for you. So that's what's going to happen to these desserts. Anyway, we're now at the end of the meal, and I wanted to just go through the recap and talk about whether I think this is value for money. Now, as I said right at the start of today's video, if you're paying a la carte, the waiter just came with the scones and he's added 2 more. So I've got 4 scones plus some jam and cream to take home with these lovely desserts. So everything's going pretty good. Anyway, back to the bill. So if you're paying out of the box for this today, it was £82 per person if you just walk through the door. However, because I knew I was going to come, I went on the line and got this for £56. So quite a big saving compared to the headline price. So definitely do that. So in the context of £56 per person, this was an absolute steal because the quality of the food here is amazing. The quantity is also huge. I'm really full. Had some great sandwiches to start with, including a couple of really special things, the hoisin duck and the brown crumpet. The 3 sandwiches were really nice. Had a refill on that as well, so had 6 sandwiches basically. Then we had the scones, which was basically really tasty with the 4 types of homemade jam and cream, so that was great. Got a refill on that as well, so could have had 4 scones each if we'd wanted to eat them all. And then we've had these amazing desserts. These 3 are great, and then we had the 2 special, and we had the special one, which was the cherry on a horse as well. So overall, have to say the food impeccable. My only fault would be on the scone, that I didn't like the structure of the scone. I felt it was too soft, a bit too bready. It didn't really work. You couldn't really spread well on it. And for me, the scone is quite an integral part of the afternoon tea. It's like the focal point. That's really what you think about when you think about afternoon tea. That's the sort of really special part. So I was a bit disappointed with the scone. Everything else I think was top notch. This one, not so much, but that's a personal preference thing rather than, there's not a fault with the design or the taste, just I don't really like sesame seeds. So overall, I'd say this is absolutely brilliant. The atmosphere here is great. There was a pianist on earlier. We've now got some sort of funky jazz music on. It's quite lively. The tables are well spread out, so you don't feel too enclosed. I felt, so the Ritz Hotel, for example, is brilliant, the afternoon tea, but the tables are quite close together. You're sort of, everybody's very close around you. Here, there's a lot more space and it feels a bit more relaxed. We're not on time clock like we were at the Ritz, where we had a 2-hour slot and then we had to leave. Here, we've been here for about 2.5 hours already, and there's no pressure. We could stay here. They keep giving us more things. Hot chocolate. Well, that's the other thing. As well as the tea, you can have coffee or hot chocolate. So I've actually had 2 hot chocolates. So I've just got another one delivered here, even though I didn't order it. It's just basically giving me another hot chocolate. It's just really indulgent, really tasty. So some really good options here, really great. I'd say this is definitely on the list of the best afternoon teas in London. What's my overall score? It's a tricky one. I think I'm going to give it 9 out of 10. And the reason why it's not getting 10 out of 10 is because of the scone, really, which I do think is a really important part. I know this is freshly baked and it was perfect in terms of, it was really nice. It just didn't have the strength to be able to take the jam, and also the cream was too solid. You couldn't spread it. And for me, that sort of let it down a little bit. Everything else was impeccable, but 9 out of 10 is a pretty good score. I don't give many 9 out of 10, so definitely recommend the afternoon tea here at Harrods at the Georgian restaurant. So if you've liked what I said today, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. I'll see you again on the next meal.